Hey guys, it's Faina. Before I start, I just want to say that I have a little bit of a flu right now, so that's why I sound kind of stuffed up. So it'll probably be a short video. Today I want to talk about how to cast a circle, and before I start that, I want to say that this is like the most basic way that you can cast a circle. Great for beginners. If you just want to see how somebody else casts their circle in the most basic of ways, I think it's kind of interesting to see different people casting their circles because I find that nobody does it the same way. So I'll just show you the tools that you need. Everything else is up to you, whether that be decoration or for whatever ritual or spell you're going to be doing. You might need different tools for that. But this is a great circle if you just want to call the elements and use them for meditative purposes. You can cast spells in this circle, but you will probably need different tools for that. So this is just the circle portion of that. So first off, I gotta apologize because I don't have a camera. I just have my laptop built-in webcam. So I tried to make a video by turning it around and showing you, but then you can't hear my voice, so it's, pointless. Okay, so what you definitely need are representations of each of the elements. So we have a candle for fire. Some people use the same single candle for every circle that they cast. That's up to you. I personally like to use a bigger candle so that it's obvious that it's a representation of fire. And then I have different little tea lights around me, just for light mainly. So you have that for fire. You can use any color candle that you want. Some people change the color based on what kind of spell they're doing. You need water. You can put this in a bowl, and you can have spring water, you can have bottled water, tap water, rainwater, river water, lake water, ocean water, any kind of water you want. That is up to you. Some people say that you should only use fresh water from springs, and some people say it doesn't matter if you use tap water. So that's up to you. You do have to have that. Earth. I use salt. I used to use salt all the time especially when I was first starting. This is the easiest way to do it. So you can use salt as a representation of earth. You can use sticks, twigs, dirt, soil, grass, branches, leaves, anything that you feel represents earth. So there's earth. Salt I found was easiest because it's just right there in the kitchen. And then air is incense. You can also use those little cone things. Some people change the scent based on what they're doing, what kind of ritual they're doing. That's up to you. Like I said before, easy to find at the dollar store. Same thing with candles, same thing with water. You can get water anywhere. So those are the elements. And then this is optional, but I use yarn. And you can get this at Walmart, like I said. So what I do with the yarn is I put it around the edge of my circle just so that I have a visual representation of where my circle is. That's up to you. I just like to know exactly where I'm visualizing where the circle is so that I know not to step out or, where to put my stuff basically. So there's that. And you can change the color based on what kind of ritual you're doing. So if I'm doing something to bless an artifact, I will use white. And I would probably use blue if I'm doing something with spirit work. And you'll need a lighter, which you can find at your local gas station or 7-Eleven. Yeah, so there's those. When you're putting the things in the circle, right now I'm facing east, and that is west, that is north, that is south. So traditionally, and this is just traditionally, I've heard arguments that you can change it up however you feel it's supposed to be, but traditionally speaking, water would go in the west, so that way. Oh, there's no water in this, by the way. That's why no water just spilled out. This is where you would put your water. Anyways, so water would go in the west. You'd put that in the west corner of your circle. Fire goes in the south, so you put that in the southern corner of your circle. Air goes in the east, so so you put that in the east corner of your circle, and earth goes in the north, so you put that in the north corner of your circle. And once that's done, you put the yarn around, and you can take your wand or your fingers, or just imagine, and you walk around the outer edges of your circle 3 times, either counterclockwise or clockwise, doesn't matter to me. And you visualize around the edges of your circle a beam of light going around, and the beam of light kind of goes up around in a dome. So anything that's under the dome or in the dome is protected from any negative influences, and it is your sacred space. That's the way that I do it. I just always imagine a big dome protecting me of light, just pure light, pure white light. So this is a meditative process, the whole thing, casting a circle. You got to be focused for it. You got to be in the zone. Don't be in a place where you can be distracted by little humans or animals, pets, neighbors, your parents, whatever it may be. Just make sure you're in a place where you won't be disturbed. Some people like to do this outside in nature. They feel closer, and I like doing that too, but usually it's more convenient for me to just do it in my room. So after that, you get in your circle in your little dome, and you call the corners, which means you call each of the elements to aid you in your circle in whatever ritual you're doing. So for the west, I would go Guardians of the West and all things pertaining to water. I invite you to come and aid me in my circle. So I call forth all things that help to clarify, because water to me means to clarify. And then I face the north, or point towards the north with my wand or whatever, and I would say I invite the Guardians of the North and all things pertaining to earth to aid me in my circle and protect me and fill me up with your elements, meaning earth to me is being grounded and feeling steady and secure and safe and protected. That's what comes to mind for me, so that's the things that I call. And you would say, I invite Guardians of the East and all things pertaining to air to aid me in my circle and fill me up with, for me, air is speediness and being able to take a bad thing and push it away and just fluff off of the bad things, because air pushes storms away. I know it brings them in too, but that's just what I think of. It just pushes them away. Not that storms are a bad thing, but and then for south, most people think of passion, and that is what I think of. I think of, I say Guardians of the South, I invite you to come, and all things pertaining to fire, which is passion, which is being driven, which is being a go-getter and delivering. I invite you to come and aid me in my circle. So then you do your ritual, and you're in a sacred space, you're in a sacred circle. You do your ritual, you stay focused, then you thank the elements for helping you when you're done. And then you would do the same basic thing that you did in the beginning, so you invite each of the corners to leave. So you invite each element and each corner to leave. That's about it. Then you can just imagine your dome falling away and you're good to go. Optional things you can have are wands. You can have protective potions or herbs. Like I like to have sage in my circles. You can have any kind of decorations. Some people have gods and goddesses specific to them that they like to worship. You can have a candle devoted to them, or a statue, anything like that. Oh yeah, keep your Book of Shadows with you too. So yeah, that's the easiest way. I can tell you how to cast a circle. It's really simple, pretty quick, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching.